This is Jonathan Plout with Radio Entrepreneurs. Come visit us online at www.radioentrepreneurs.com. We are here today with Sarah Beth Chester of 789 Bakery on Highland Ave in Somerville. Sarah Beth, how are you?
I'm great, John. Thanks for having me.
Talk to us. Tell us what's new in the baking world, my friend.
Cheesecake, I guess. It's very old in the baking world, but we're doing it new.
You know, I was looking at your website, and it's all about cheesecake. Cheesecake here, cheesecake there. I understand you've won some awards with your cheesecake.
Well, I mean, we've been named best cheesecake in Boston by CVS Boston. We try to keep it pretty good.
And it also, according to your mom, it's the best cheesecake in the world. Am I right?
Yeah, Grandma too.
Is that where you learned your recipes?
No, I made them up myself. I don't come from much of a cooking family.
Did you really? Did you ever see that movie Julie and Julia, where
Yeah.
she tries out all those recipes?
Yeah, loved it.
Is that how you got your chops?
Not quite. She was much more of a master in baking than I am. No, I was working on my cheesecake recipe for a number of years, and I kept downloading recipes off the internet, trying to figure out, one that matched what I could imagine in my head, and none of them did. So I started studying the science of baking on my own, and a few years later, I had the recipe.
Okay, without giving us the absolute last secret that you have, tell us something we didn't know about how to make cheesecake.
So it's all about your mixing methods and temperature control. So the order in which you mix the ingredients is very, very important, and the temperatures of all your ingredients are very important. So everybody kind of says, oh, my cheesecake cracked. Can you tell me how to prevent that? Pay more attention to your temperatures and your mixing methods, which is a very complicated answer, and your cheesecakes won't crack anymore.
And do different flavorings and different additives have an impact on the way that you do your baking?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you add chocolate, for instance, chocolate is going to bind to any kind of water molecules in your ingredients a lot, so it's going to dry out the baking quite a bit. So yeah, if you add or subtract something, it's going to make a big difference.
Now, have you been invited to be on those baking shows that you see on PBS, the bake-offs?
No. The only show I've been on is Phantom Gourmet.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. And they don't want you to know that you're on them until you're on them. Isn't that right?
I guess so. Yeah. No. That's not a surprise one. They definitely come and do their filming.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like a half day of filming in there.
So tell us how long 789 Bakery has been in existence.
So I've been doing the farmers market circuit for 5 years now, and just had our storefront since May of 2015.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. May of 2015.
So just over a year.
Did you have a party for your first year anniversary?
Yeah, we absolutely did.
Let me guess, there was cake.
Yeah, good one. Real clever.
Right.
We celebrated on National Cheesecake Day, which was July 30th.
Ugh,
yeah.
Fab.
Yeah, it was a
Great.
good time.
Well, now we're in the doldrums of August, I guess. So, how have you did you found this bakery by yourself?
I did. Yep.
Okay. And how many people work with you now?
Now I have 3.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
getting up there.
And how do you motivate your employees in a small business like this?
It's a tiny business, and we work a lot of hours, and we push ourselves really hard. So I think everybody's really connected to the product that we're making. We feel a lot of passion for it, and we're very much a family. But the other way I really like to run not only my kitchen, but the front of the store is everybody's free to experiment. So everyone is completely entitled to come up with new concepts, come up with new recipes, experiment with different ingredients, even down to just our drink menu. It's all pretty unique, and we create everything from scratch, and everybody's allowed to kind of contribute something, pitch it to me, and get it on our menu.
So how do you make your employee choices, and how do you make your product offering choices?
So employee choices, that's a tough one, to be honest. We're so small that we have to look for people who are really dedicated to what they're doing, really dedicated to the industry, who have preferably some experience, but who are going to be extremely reliable. We're small enough that if one person calls out, it automatically means someone's or all of us are doing overtime. So that's pretty tough. In terms of product offerings, we have kind of our core elements. We don't do everything under the sun. We try to keep our branding really close to cheesecake. We have a couple other line items in there that we're known for, like chocolate chip cookies, or we have a really strong espresso menu. But everybody experiments. We use local ingredients. We put out a product there that we feel really proud of. But we try to keep things on a very narrow menu and a narrow branding.
You focus on what you do best, right?
Yeah, we try to do a few things and do them really well.